so I figured it out. Mike Johnson's one-day scam. It started out when Representative Luna and I don't have her name here. I'm sorry. The Democrat. These two young women who are members of Congress both had babies. Luna had her baby a few months ago. The other one, the Democrat, had her baby a few weeks ago, and they both wanted Congress to the House of Representatives to allow proxy voting under motherhood circumstances. You know, for new mothers. Specifically. And Mike Johnson, principally in opposition to the Democrat, this was before the Republican, who I believe is Luna, before the Republican got involved, the Republican mom, when the Democratic mom was asking for this, she tried to get this done, and there was some bipartisan support for it. She tried to get it done by what's called a discharge petition. Now, a discharge petition, the way the House of Representatives works, typically the way legislation moves is somebody proposes the legislation, it goes to committee, to the appropriate committee. The committee debates it and decides whether to report it out or not. If they report it out, that means a majority of the people on the committee said, yes, this is good legislation, send it to the floor. It gets sent to the floor, it's again debated, and then there's a vote on the floor of the House of Representatives. And if a majority says yes, then, you know, it gets passed, it goes to the Senate, goes through the process in the Senate, and then if it gets passed there, it goes to the White House. Or there can be a reconciliation between the two. When the Speaker of the House, though, he can insert himself into this process where the bill comes out of committee, but before there's a vote held on the floor of the House. He can simply hold the bill and say, I'm not going to allow a vote. And that's what Mike Johnson did with this bill that would have allowed these newborn moms, the moms of newborns, to vote by proxy. He didn't want them to vote, or at least he didn't want the Democrat to vote. So then she put together what's called a discharge petition. Now, a discharge petition is the one way that average members of the House of Representatives can get around obstruction by the Speaker of the House. The Speaker can say, no, we're not going to have a vote on that. With a discharge petition, if you can get a simple majority of the members of the House of Representatives to say yes to the discharge petition, it's also called a privileged something or other, privileged resolution. With this thing, there's a 15-day window, and it has to basically sit for like 15 days. While it's being discussed and debated and whatnot. And at the end of those 15 days, the House votes on it. And the Speaker can't control that. He can't stop it. So what Mike Johnson did was he proclaimed, and I'll quote Politico on this, he declared the remainder of the days in the first session of the 119th Congress do not qualify as calendar days, exempting the national emergency from a law that allows Congress to force a vote. That would be the discharge petition. And so it started out with we don't want these young moms to be proxy voting. But now it's being used on the tariff thing. So now you've got in the Senate, they just voted to say, no, Donald Trump can't just do these tariffs anymore. He's doing them based on a state of emergency that he declared, and there is no emergency. We're going to end the emergency. And Congress has the power to do that. It's built into the act that gives Trump the power to declare a state of emergency. It says that state of emergency can be negated by a discharge position in the House of Representatives and concurrence of the Senate. So Mike Johnson is now hanging on to his assertion that it's between now and September 30th, the end of this fiscal year, is only one day, and therefore there will be no discharge petitions allowed. And we'll see how long he can hold this, he can keep this going, because this is starting to seriously piss off some members of the House of Representatives. As you can imagine, I mean, he's basically stripping from them one of their major powers. It's just a pure power play. I don't know any other way to describe it.